you're buying any cards from TCG Player, please use the link in the description to help support my content. This video is sponsored by Pokemon Store, TCG Player, PokemonCard.io, and Card Market. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day here at Tailman. As we continue looking at the top decks in the format, we have Jolteon VMAX. Jolteon VMAX is currently, seems to be like one of Mew's toughest contenders along with single strike decks. We do have the Max Thunder Rumble attack doing 100 damage, and this attack also does 100 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. So we're going to be trying to utilize both the quick shooting Inteleon to place 2 damage counters, but also one of our 2 Galarian Six Seconds with a Headbutt Tantrum ability, allowing us to put 1 damage counter on one of our opponent's Pokemon in order to maximize our damage output. Now, thanks to Elemental Badge, we can actually attack for a single energy, making our deck not very weak to Crushing Hammers or Fan of Waves, which is fantastic, along with allowing us to heal damage through Cheryl and potentially letting us make a comeback at some point. And you might notice 3 very peculiar cards, which are the Peonia, the Dream Ball, and the Dusknoir. Dusknoir, of course, is a stage 2 with the ability Spectral Breach, which allows you to make all special energy attached to Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, provide colorless energy. So this card is here in order to make Rapid Strike Urshifu and Single Strike Urshifu basically useless against you by turning off all their energies into colorless. I guess Single Strike Urshifu can actually do stuff against you, but the other Single Strike Pokemon cannot attack you because their Single Strike energies now only provide colorless rather than darkness and fighting. So we are going to try and set that up in case we are up against other special energy based decks that are fighting in order to combat our weakness, but it shouldn't be too difficult to set up thanks to the Shady Dealings ability from Drizzle. All we need to do is take a knockout at the same time, and then by using Peonia to switch 3 prize cards from our hand to the prize cards and putting the Dream Ball into a prize card spot that we can easily detect, right? And I actually had to figure this out recently. Prize number 1 is top left corner, not bottom right corner, which is usually where I pick first. So just gotta pay attention to that, and we should be good. Outside of that, we do have 4 Path to a Peak, which really helps against Mew VMAX. A combination of Path to a Peak and Marnie or Path to a Peak and Boss can really delay them quite a bit. And I just want to mention that if you wanted to forgo the Dusknoir and just accept fighting as a bad matchup, you could easily do these changes to make the deck a little bit more straightforward and consistent by adding a second boss, a second quick shooting Inteleon, and a Tool Scrapper to help you get rid of Herbaloons or Cape of Toughness or anything else that you might need. So let's jump into a ladder. I will be playing with a Dusknoir version of the deck, which I feel gives us a little bit more coverage against the current standard metagame. See you there. Alright, so right off the bat, seems like our win streak will finally come to an end. Have a pretty sad hand, and we're going second. We are up against Leafeon VMAX, however, which could potentially be a good matchup for us, just based on the fact that Leafeon's attack doesn't do a lot of damage to us, and if they don't have a Galarian in play, it actually does 0 damage, at least Grass Knot. So that is something that we can maybe use to our advantage. We shall see. So I have a little hope, like I gained back a little hope based on the matchup, but not all the hope, you know? If I top deck a Jolteon or Quick Ball, then maybe I can get back some hope. But no, I actually top deck yet another energy, so let's check how many energies I actually have left. I have 1 Lightning and 2 Speed. So I actually didn't prize any energy, which is potentially good. But finding another energy will actually be very difficult from this point forward. So I also have the Dream Ball pieces, so I'm going to lose to research. So what did I prize then? 2 Path to the Peaks, 2 Level Balls, 2 Path to Level Balls, and I honestly don't know what else. the other Zigzagoon. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Should I attach energy? No. What a hand to start off, and we don't even get a Jolteon to make things even better. Okay, well, not gonna give up yet, but I have zero hope now of winning this game anymore. Based on my start, what I just discarded, and the fact that I even whiffed a Jolteon right here. No Zigzagoon is also very bad, as I will not be able to damage the bench early on, so just nothing really working out for me at all. That's the reality of it. So the only maybe small chance I have here is if my opponent whiffs energy somehow and doesn't KO my Zigzagoon. That would give me a little tiny little bit of hope, but that's pretty much it. And with a Drizzle, they are never ever whiffing here. So yeah, rough, right? Nothing I can do about my starting hand. We were up against a good matchup and just didn't work out for me. They did go for the research. There's still a chance they whiff energy, right? They did not go for the energy search. They also chose to discard a Quick Ball for some reason, rather than establishing either another Leafeon, but more importantly another Sobble. Like, why wouldn't you Quick Ball for a Sobble? So on top of our bad hand, we're gonna we're faced off against a player that makes questionable plays, but hey, who am I to judge? Yeah, he just discarded the Quick Ball for some reason. Oh well. Anyways, so we'll finally establish a Jolteon right here. And honestly, I have to hope that my boss's orders will do something. That's generally my only hope. So the Dusknoir is pretty useless. I will get the Jolteon, and then I can do this, I can do this, I can play the boss onto the Leafeon, and I can scoop up net to get some damage going right here. Go ahead and bench the Sobble yet again, and I will go ahead and Thunder Spear onto... Yeah, if they play a switching card or Bird Keeper, then it is what it is. Not much I can do about that. If I do trap them for one turn, and I'm lucky enough to find an energy off of this Marnie, I could be good. However, they just have the Inteleon, which will probably net them either... They can just attach retreat, actually, so never mind. They can just attach and retreat. So now I wish they had a Galar Mine in play. Which they'll probably search for right now. They had the energy search and Scoop Up Knight in the previous hand, so they chose to risk the possibility of whiffing the attack instead of guaranteeing it. Very bad plays by my opponent, and on top of things, the Tool Scrapper does mean that my elemental badge isn't working. So I'm just gonna concede here. I have zero chance after my start, my opponent's plays, etc. Yeah, like they're making questionable plays, but I can't punish them because my game just won't let me play. So yeah, pretty frustrating to lose that way against a very questionable plays on top of my horrible draws, right? But what are you gonna do? Usually Leafeon would be a fairly okay matchup, I would say, for Jolteon, despite the Tool Scrapper. But When your opponent doesn't whiff and you discard 4 out of your 7 total energies, like I was only going to be able to power up 1 Jolteon at that point, so there was no chance. Now, if I had the Tool Scrapper instead of the Dusknoir line that I mentioned during the deck building part of, or the deck explanation part of the video, then I would have been able to potentially do something a little different. And now we're up against Urshifu VMAX, so maybe Dusknoir can shine for us here. Right, we'll still have to deal with Moltres, but that's way more manageable. With this hand, however, very questionable. Very questionable. Unless I top deck once again a Quick Ball or a Jolteon V, then maybe I can do something. Second Rotom Phone plus Battle VIP Pass. So interesting build from my opponent for Urshifu. He could just be playing some basic energy as well. Alright, 1 card left in their hand, and I top deck the most useless card I could possibly top deck. Okay, so go ahead and bench the Sobble. So that I don't understand, discarding the energy just to reattach it and then sacrificing the energy attachment yourself. Alright, so triple Sobble just for good measure. Go ahead and play the Pass to a Peak, and probably just gonna end up going Research, right? So maybe this 10 damage could help at some point. Probably not. I'll just attach the benching if I ever need to retreat, and then I'll pass. So one card hand for my opponent. They did play Rotom decks, so there's a Research. Yep, easy. Too easy. Even find the Stadium. Energy Switch, Rapid Strike Energy, KO both Sobbles, and I am dead. Basically. Very frustrating. Alright, we do see a Quick Ball. And alright, that means them failing it. Wow. Well, yeah, them failing it probably indicated Crobat. Or I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Yep. Just 30. So it's really weird to me that they played the Escape Rope to send the Moltres to the bench last turn. Jeez. What a top deck. Okay. So I'm in a lot of trouble. Because there's no easy Pokemon I can knock out in order to activate the Dream Ball here. So that's really bad news. And I'm about to lose a badge as well. I'm super dead. I am absolutely dead here. Why do I play against these decks? And why do I draw so horribly? And why am I incapable of finding a stupid Jolteon? Okay. So with this hand, let me think this through. I'm gonna need a boss into the Peonia play, basically. And that seems really hard to pull off anyways. When all they need is an energy and then they knock out 2 of my dudes. I'm at a loss here. I'm generally at a loss as to what to do. I don't even know what to Quick Ball away. I guess this. I have another one. I don't have another one, never mind. Things are just really not working out for me right now. Alright, so grab you for the badge, I guess. So assuming the worst, which is my opponent knocks out 2 Drizzles, right? Next turn. That would actually be good, because then that could potentially attack twice with Jolteon. So I will grab what? No, I need to grab a supporter here, right? I absolutely need to grab a supporter. So I'll grab Research for next turn. And then I'll go Scoop Up Net, the Drizzle. And then I'll bench the Sobble, and hopefully that leaves me with a... Like they'll go after this Drizzle and this Sobble, or these two. We'll see. I need a lot next turn. I need so much. Here's the energy. Here's a counter stadium. My opponent finds a boss. I'm pretty dead. Interesting. Evil Doll. How many basic energy does my opponent even play? Okay, Avery, that means no boss. I'm pretty sure I've still lost here, but... So I somehow need to avoid the KO next turn, or to have another Jolteon set up next turn. Alright, they go after the 2 bench guys, which I don't agree with, because like, why wouldn't you get rid of the energy from the active, right? I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, so I have a chance right here. One small chance. We'll grab the Sobble, which could help in setting up the thing. Don't want to Rose Tower, because if I draw any of the Dream Ball pieces, then I am out of luck right here. And okay. So there's a chance. There is actually a chance. So I'll grab the Quick Shooting Dude, so I can target down the Moltres, right? There is a chance, guys. A very small one, but a chance. So I'll do that. Actually, no, there's no chance. Never mind, because I don't have any of the pieces and I need 2 cards next turn. So I'll do this, and then I'll path. And then... Okay, maybe I can top deck one of the pieces. Like, okay, so if I top deck, I need either Peonia or Dream Ball next turn. I also needed to place damage counters on the bench, so I couldn't get the other dude, because I don't have 6 again. Yeah. Alright, so it's hope. It's hope time. There's a chance, but it's not looking great. Okay, telescopic sight doesn't matter. Energy switch. Quick ball. How many energy do they actually play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, there's the research. Well, my opponent has not missed a single beat right here. I need to hope that either A, they can't retreat, or B... Yeah, I need to hope that they can't retreat. That's my only hope here. If somehow... Okay, that knocks out the Sobble. I mean, that's almost as bad, right? This is actually almost as bad. I guess I'm mourning, right? Okay, well, I know... What do I actually know? I know they don't have a switching card, possibly. So what if I do... this. I'll attach. So if I use boss, well, no, if I just leave this here, then with another Rapid Strike energy, they just beat me, right? If I play boss onto the Articuno, is that good enough? Probably not, right? I think I'm just gonna Marnie and hope that I get Jolteon badge. Nope, not quite. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is over. Pretty sure this is over. I need to hope that they don't get the energy and 2 turns in a row as well. Alright, so I do get 2 prizes. Don't think that will matter too much. I do find the badge, which would have been useful. Maybe if they don't have the energy, they're down 2. Ugh. Why not just attach to the active and knock me out? Why? What's the need to do that? Anyways, with the start that I had, with the way the game went by, it was generally gonna be impossible. Alright, so we are finally able to start a game. Can we get a Jolteon on turn 1? Yes, we can. Alright, we actually get a playable hand. Very nice. We actually get a playable hand. And I can purposely choose to Marnie instead of Research, so I conserve the Cheryl in case it's useful afterwards, though we'll have to see what we are actually up against. And there's the Marnie itself, so that's actually pretty good. Let's go ahead and get a Sobble. We do see Dream Ball and Dusknoir and Peonia available in case we are up against a Rapid Strike Urshifu deck. We are definitely not up against a single strike deck, or very unlikely that we are. I have seen Gengar paired with Houndoom and Inteleon, but very unlikely that we are. Oh, it's actually the mirror match. Okay. Alright. They keep calling Sobble will definitely be useful for my opponent. We do get Marnied. Please don't do your party trick, Marnie. Please don't. Oh my god. I saw the first 3 cards, I was like, there it is. I was there. I was just like, wow, there it is. Okay, well, okay, with Peonia, there might be merit to using Peonia this turn, actually. Alright, so what do I have priced? I don't have any Jolteon price, so never mind. Peonia will not help me in getting my Pokemon or my Jolteon out and attacking, so I'm just gonna forfeit it. It really sucks. I'm gonna lose these 2 energies. I guess I'll still attach to the active just in case my opponent is playing Tool Scrapper. Don't want my attack delayed. Okay, well, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I guess we pin Missile for the KO, right? One instance or Jolteon VMAX would have ensured that I KO'd 2 Sobbles this turn instead of just 1, but oh well. Alright. So we do see a Quick Ball for 6 seconds, so bye bye Drizzle, of course. Putting the damage on the Jolteon would be a mistake. based on potential Cheryls. And there's the drizzle. So we whiffed, right? Can my opponent whiff, please? The energy to make things fair? Probably not. Okay, they just go research, so they need energy and VMAX, but they do have double Sobble as well. So there's that. There's the energy, there's the VMAX. Never was going to happen, Pablo. But one can hope, right? One can hope, perhaps. Okay. So quick ball, I presume, for Jolteon. Yep. So based off of this, I'll probably end up sniping the Sobble right here. Just quick ball away the path, get 6 seconds, snipe the Sobble. But I will, I guess, speed energy first. See what I get. I get the 6 seconds straight up. Still no. I mean, I'm assuming, right, that I'm gonna get a Jolteon VMAX right here, which after this might be too big of an assumption for me. Alright, fail that. Let's establish another Sobble, sure. And we'll go Barney. Can I get a Jolteon VMAX or not quite? Okay, I get all the Jolteon VMAXs. No energy though. Which means I will not be able to Cheryl next turn, which is a problem. Alright. Well, I can Cheryl, but there's no point to it. So I will not be able to attack next turn. If I do. Yeah, I'm super dead. Missing that first attack was huge. Marning into this crap hand is also huge. Nothing I can do about that. And my opponent's Marnie is just the most beautiful Marnie ever. All right. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I lose now. Yep, now I lose because I overbenched. If I Cheryl, I'm not attacking. If I boss, I need to not attack. If I research, I need to hope to get both Scoop Up Nets raw. I think that's my only chance. So I guess I'll play to that. I need both Scoop Up Nets raw right here. That's the only chance that I have in order to not lose. And that's it, yeah. Not a lot of thought going into the match or the game. You whiff, you lose. Your opponent doesn't whiff, they don't lose. I do not get a single Scoop Up Net, so that's gonna be it. And yeah, that's 3 losses today with Jolteon. Very different from the previous videos. Jolteon is a fantastic deck. Not when you have the sort of luck that we just saw in this video, but I have been getting some pretty good luck, so not much you can do about it. You will get these sort of hands. Jolteon can be a little inconsistent. As you saw, I kept drawing the Dusknoir pieces, which were not useful at all. And when they could have been useful, my opponent, like I married my opponent into the perfect combination, or I was just never able to pull it off. So if you want to give up on the Peonia and just accept that fighting is a bad matchup, this is the list that I would recommend. Jolteon is still, despite this very underwhelming and uninspiring games from the deck, it's still my favorite deck just because it's different than the big evolve your VMAX and attach the energies and do big damage and the game's over in 4 turns. So I like this, that has a little bit more variety. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow for more competitive action.